Hello and welcome to this behind the scenes video. It's part of my behind the scenes series where I share something about an angel message that I have passed on that week and I take you behind the scenes. It can have anything to do with the message itself, how I was feeling, how I delivered that message, what stood out for me in that message. It can be anything. This week's card is taken from Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And the card that we discussed in the angel message and card interpretation was this one, Message in a Bottle. And the message behind this behind the scenes video is don't overthink things. Don't overcomplicate things. When I was looking at this card, there were a couple of symbols that caught my eye. For example, the telescope underneath the pelican's wing and the pelican itself. Those are symbols that I haven't come across. So whenever you come across a new symbol or you turn over a card and there's something that you don't see, you do not freeze. You do not panic. You lean into your intuition to see what your intuition is guiding you towards. When it came to the telescope, I was quite clear with that. But whenever it came to the pelican, I started to overthink things. My immediate reaction was thinking about the big sack that hangs under a pelican's beak that it uses to gather all its fish. But then I thought, that can't be enough. The pelican must bring more symbolism to the message. And I started to overthink it. And when I started to overthink the symbolism behind the pelican, then I questioned myself on other things. I questioned myself about the meaning I was deriving from the telescope. I questioned myself about the glass bottle and the transparency of the bottle. Was I reading that correctly? I even questioned symbols that I already have a meaning for, like the sky and the ocean. I was questioning everything, and before I got very far, I had already stepped inside and blocked my intuition. And all of a sudden, the information I had received through my intuition had gone out the window. And the message that I was about to pass on wasn't anywhere near as close as the message the angels wished my audience to receive. So I had to center myself again. I had to calm myself down and walk away from the situation. I opened myself up then after a while again and invited the angels back to help me with the message for this card, the message on the bottle. And the angel stepped forward and I released and calmed down and the message came through. So when you overthink things, when you see something and you think, you receive something from your intuition, for example, for a new symbol, but then your conscious mind steps in, your critical mind steps in, and you start overthinking it. It's not a good enough message. It doesn't have enough symbolism. It's not deep enough. It's not strong enough. That wee critical mind steps in, and all of a sudden, your intuition just blocks. So whenever you do turn over a card, don't let that critical mind take over. Focus on what your intuition is sending you, because what you are receiving from your intuition is exactly what the angels and your spirit team are wishing for you to pass on.